So here we have like all of the Pokémon and the name in French. And basically, this is just a pet peeve of mine. Um, in Quebec, basically, what they did with the translation, they just kept the English name. So it's just a way to see, like, did I get it better or worse than people in France, right? It translated everything else in French, but not the names of the Pokemon. So we're just gonna go over every one of them, and we're gonna rank it or how good it is, as a cool Pokemon name. So we're gonna start at the start. Well, Bulbasaur, which is Bulbasaur. So this is weird bulb. This is more dinosaur, but with sort of does the dinosaur thing as well. It's not Zaw, you know? But this is like acceptable. I think it's kind of cool. So this is, I'm gonna put it as sounds good. As you can see, there's I have to catch. This is like the name is better than the English, and I want to catch one, like right now. A is that sounds good. That's reasonable. B is same as the English. Um, and same as the English is also uh, same as the Japanese in most cases. C, it's okay. D is I'm kind of disappointed. E, I just don't get it. I don't get the reference. This might be a me problem, but this might be the word they choose problem. And F is just they really failed on that one. It doesn't work. Could have gone with something way better. So this is Herbizarre, so Ivysaur. So herb, you know what that means? It's like herb, and we still have the weird from the other one. So weird herb, it's good. I think it sounds good. Like Bulbasaur is a really good one. Florizarre, so flower, flori, it's sort of flora, and still you have the end with that reminds of, so they feel like a family together, and they all sound pretty good. I think it captures the same idea, right? It's a flower and sort of a dinosaur. Um, and then these ones, they're just megas, so we don't care. Mega, or, things we don't care about. Actually, we will uh, add a row below. We'll there was a row that like uh, just already rated. So, because the name's the same, so at least I think if we get to the megas, we figure out, because like these ones are gonna be also like just Charizard Y, Charizard Z are just the same as. Wait, this is a mega. Oh, sorry. Uh, you know, those megas are gonna be just Charizard Y, Charizard. You know. Oh, Charmander is Salamesh, so Sala is Salamand, so they put the first part instead of the last part, and Mesh is like the fire, so it's like a little and Mesh is like the fuse. You light a fuse. I think it's cool. I don't know why they didn't take the last word. So they could have done the same as the English, I think, and with Ender maybe do Chard. So this is charred, the word. So, Kramesh or Krama Salamande, so like Kramand. But maybe it doesn't sound as good at that. So I kinda like it, and then you get the Salamand, Reptile, and Dragon, that you get here as well. And they have the Étincelle, and they have the Fire here, Fur, Fur, like Fur. I think it sounds good. I think they all really sound good. So these all go in A. I think that they really did a bang up job um, with those. They're quite similar in spirit to the English ones. So here you have the Squirtle line. So carapace, so like carapace. It's like carapace, small. So it's like the shell. It's talking about the shell, sort of. It's small shell. Carabaf. So they kept the cara here. So this one also has um a shell, but it's a little bit harder. So it also refers to it being a turtle. And this is tortank, so turtle and tank. Which is this one is a bit weird, just because yeah, I mean tank is a French word, I guess. But you know, I like this one the best of those. These ones sound good. They make sense. They sound good. And this one, I think I would be excited to have a fucking tank on my team. You know, I think I'm more excited. I'm actually like more excited to have a Tor tank on my team than a Blastoise. Weirdly, you know. So I think that's what we do. We do this one and this one here. For some reason, this one we put aside, and this one I would be totally have to catch it just because the name sounds cool. Got a freaking tank on my team, you know? And this is the same guy. So here, this is Carpy, and it's Chenipan. So Chenipan, Chenille, so caterpillar. And Chenipan sort of sounds like Schnappin, which is like a hoodlum, sort of like someone who's not just like a little like someone who misbehaves a lot. Uh, you know, maybe we could find a better translation. But it's like no good kid, sort of kind of word. And I really like that one. That one also be hyped to have. You know, I think the play on word is really funny. So this one is Metapod and Chrysacier. So Chris from Chrysalid and Acier is from Steel. So Arden and it's a Chrysalid. And I think it reflects really the moveset of Metapod. So I think this one's good. Um, is it better than the English? I think it reflects well on what it's all about. You know, it's all about that Arden. So maybe it's a bit better. Papillusion. I think it's good. It's like Butterfree is butterfly and free. Uh, and Papillusion, I guess, is Butterfree psychic? I don't remember. I think it's just a bug flying, yeah, just bug flying. So I think the illusion part is a bit misleading, but it sounds good. It's like Papillon Illusion, you know, but it doesn't really, it's not psychic and it's not like fairy. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like, it's not trying to mimic another bug, right? Like, there's some butterflies that do that. Honestly, I prefer the English one. This one I'm okay with. Can live with it. I'm gonna put it. I think I put in okay actually. There's something about it. I don't know. Butterfree just sounds better to me, and that might be biased. I can understand if some people like it more, but for me, I'm gonna give it an okay. I understand, but it's just the illusion. Don't know where that came from. Sorry. So Weedle Aspico. So it's like a small worm. So this one is very unsuitable. Uh, it doesn't sound that good. It just sounds like the thing that it is. Like that's literally a word in French, you know, sort of. I think. Aspico. No word. No. I think. Um, Astico. I think. Oh, is it? Yeah. Like the little ugly white worms, and ugh, they're kind of nasty. You know, they're like the worms you get on moldy stuff. And just for that is like, I'm really disappointed because I really like Weedle, and I think it's a bit of a shame that it's associated with like something nasty like that. I do get it, he's a bug, but you know. Kakuna, Conconfort. So, so it's cocoon, and this is strong cocoon. It's a bit similar to this one. I don't like it as much. It's just, I don't know, Kakuna, it is a very cool name. So this one I'm giving it a, it's fine, it's okay. This is Beedrill. So this one is kind of hype. This is D'Artagnan, and in French, in the Three Musketeers, D'Artagnan is the third of the Musketeers. So this is a little like literary reference to the Three Musketeers. This is the fourth of the Three Musketeers. That makes sense to any of you. So this is a nerdy shit, and I'm all here for it. So I'd be hyped to have a freaking, you know, like you have there's three like legendary beasts somewhere in there that are all about the Three Musketeers. You know, the I don't know where they are, but you know the which one I mean. You know, there's like four of them. There's like the big tough one. So I think it's a Google reference, and it's a reference that the Pokemon company like made later. Okay, so now we have Pidgey, which is Rukul. It's cool, and Rukule is like the sound that a bird makes. So this actually sounds pretty cool. Um, and you have Ruku, so it's like it's Rukul, but like now it's a bit more itty, and I think the pun sort of works still. Roucarnage doesn't really work, but you know, there's some birds in French that have like rouge in the name, so maybe you can pretend that's it's like rouge gorge and something. It's like referring to the red, you know, as well. So you know, this one is Carnage. I think Roucoups, I'm gonna put it in. That sounds good. And Roucarnage, I would totally get one on my team. Well, this one we trash. We're gonna trash this one and this one and this one and these spare ones. Okay, and Rattata? Rattata is the same. So Rattata is the same as English, so we don't really rate it. Raticate is Ratatak, which I get it. I just think it's too similar to Rattata. Rattata, Ratatak. It's really similar. I know they wanted to get the attack in there. And you know, they could have gone with the English Raticate. Yeah. Like in French it's eradicate, but instead of eradicate. I think that's the funny. I guess it doesn't really work in French, but like I feel that they're a bit too close to me. So just I'm gonna put it okay. Just like so where's the rat? Where's the little rat? Okay, this one. Oh, this one was the same as English. This one is okay. I think it's okay. Just I feel they're a bit too close, and you could confuse them if you're talking about them. Like, is it ratata or ratatak? You know, ratata, ratatak. And you know, it's a bit similar. You know, and you could have put a big K here. So this Firo is Piafabec, and Piaf is like the you know, it's like a pigeon type bird. It's like a moineau, you know, a little bird. It's a little bird. Like Edith Piaf, it means little bird, sort of. I don't really remember what moineau in English is. Sorry. Yeah, sparrow. Oh, sparrow. Sparrow. Oh, okay. It's actually better than I thought. It's literally the same as the English, but in French. Oh, I didn't know the mono was Piro, so this bumps it up a lot to me, because I didn't realize it was the same. But yeah, the reference to Piaf, which is Edith Piaf, it's like very, very cool. Um, and Firo is Rapace d'Epic. So Rapace is like predatory bird, and epic. We all know what's epic. I don't really get like it, but I get it. I'll put that one in. I mean, d'Epic, Rapace d'Epic. It's okay. I think like they could have gone with something because this is Sparrow, this is Fierce Sparrow, you know? Maybe they could have done something with the Piaf, you know? I don't know. I don't have a better idea. I just think it's okay. So this one, Abo, it's the same as the Japanese, but they should have gone with Ekans, like or well, not Ekans. Sorry, it's oh that's snake, but it could have gone with something serpent, you know, backwards. So serpent would backwards would be, you know, serpent, so that's snake. So like it doesn't really work backwards, but you know, because you have the tn to start, you know, serpent. So you could like you couldn't really do it backwards. Tnnepres, like that doesn't really work as a name. But if they wanted with the they want so that's boa backwards in Japanese because Japanese is a syllable system, but French is not a syllable system. So if you swap it around, it says oba. You know, if you read it backwards, it's oba. So if you wanted to go with boa, it would be aob, which it sounds better than you know, serpent backward, and it would actually work backwards, you know? It would be a bit weird, but going with the Japanese ear is a bad idea, you know? Yeah, I'll put a slash. But yeah, because this is one of those cases where going with the Japanese is really bad. When it's the same as English, often it's the same as Japanese. Uh, we'll just add it here. Wait, why don't you want to slash? Why don't you do slashes? Well, we'll just add the. Whoa. Yeah. So often the English is just the Japanese name. Um. Anyway, so this one is to me an epic fail. They went with Japan here, but it doesn't work. And it's kind of funny. Okay. Well. Okay. Our Brock is same as English and Japanese. Um. Pikachu is the same, but there's a little bit of a difference. So in the Japanese version, there's the T. It says to pronounce the T before the CHU. But in French, you would just say Pikachu. If you didn't know, you had to pronounce the T here, you know? And it's written like Pikachu, you know? So I don't really know how they say it in France, but I would imagine they probably say it with a T. But like the thing is how it's written, like for those two, Pikachu and Raichu, it's the same, it's a bit different. To me, it's not a big deal. It's the same as the English. It's not the same as the Japanese though. Uh, which is, you know, its own thing, but we don't really care. Now let's go. Sandshrew is sablet. So sab is sand, and billet is like um, sort of hedgehog situation. Sort of blaireau is like, it's like that type of animal. It's not really a hedgehog. That's pocket pig. Blaireau is, I don't know, let's see. I don't want to say wrong things. What's a billet? A billet is a weasel, and a blaireau, because I don't. Oh, that's badger. So it's a bit weird because it's this I can buy it as like weasel or a blaireau. Like it doesn't look anything like a blaireau. Like I would describe zigzagoon would be a badger, right? You know, this doesn't look like a badger. So for Sandshrew, I'm alright that they call it a weasel because it doesn't have any spikes. But I don't know, maybe you could have done something. I think this one's works. Um, yeah, it's like, you know, and Sandshrew, Sandslash, like Sandshrew. What's a shrew? It's a shrew. Just to know. Oh, so that's the shrew. Um, yeah, it's like a small mole-like animal, I guess. That's a shrew, apparently. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah. So this has nothing to do with a badger, right? It doesn't look like a badger. It has the spikes. It would be a pocket. Maybe you could do sablepick, you know? That, you know, you could take the pick from here and do something, you know? Sablepick. That could be cool. Like, I don't know. This one I'm a bit underwhelmed. I think sablepick or something. Maybe they could have swing something. So next, Nidoran, Nidoran, Nidoqueen, all the Nidos stay the same, and they're the same as the Japanese one. Um, as well, because Japan just loves using English words, and it sort of makes sense, as well for so Nido is needle, but because Japanese doesn't really have a dull sort of, they use a O to like approximate that sound. Nido, Nidol, sort of sounds close, Uh, same thing with Pikachu. It's like it can't be more Japanese than that. And Arbok is Arboku, which is like, but U sometimes is not pronounced. When it's at the end of a word, often you don't pronounce the U, so it's Arbok. And it's like if you put it backward, it's like Cobra, you know? You sort of. Arboku and then Kubora, you know? Well, I don't. I think Arbok doesn't really work as backward. Maybe, I don't know. I forget. Maybe it's something different in Japanese. Sorry. Clefairy is Mellowfay. Because Fay is fairy. Mellow is mellow, like a song, like melodic. You know, melodic. Fairy. This one I like. I think it's a good one. Sounds good. This one is a bit weird because it's now an elf, instead of a fable, and fable would have worked here instead of elf, but I don't know. I think it's fine, and it kind of looks like bigger. Could be an elf, and it's like same vibes. I think this one sounds good, and it's like makes sense. Vulpix is Goopix. So Goo is from Goupil. And not a lot of people know, but before Renard, there was Goupil. And actually, what happened was there was a children book written that was like Renard le Goupil. So it was like, um, Fox the Fox, basically, but like different version of Fox. Just like the Renard version got um, taken from that story and just got spread around so wide that it just became the name of the thing. It's like if you had a story about Winnie the Pooh, and instead of calling it a bear, everyone started calling it a Winnie, or like Mickey Mouse. Like if everyone, instead of calling it a mouse, they would call it a Mickey. That could have happened. Um, but yeah, Goopix I like. It's similar to this. Sounds good. I think the Goopil pun is really good. I think I'm gonna put an S. Just because like Goopil, Goopix is so close. And this is a fire fox. I kind of like it because that's like 9 times out of 10, that's what I call my nine tails. I just call it Firefox. So this is also I would totally catch a Firefox. You know, get a browser that's pretty dope. And now, this one is really good. Jigglypuff I really like. It doesn't have anything with the English, but rondoudou, it just means round and soft. Uh, this one I really like. It's really hype. It's a really good one. And then rondoudou, it's just the same, but there's a G, so it makes it big. But it's again, I feel it's too similar, so I'm just gonna knock it down a little bit because of that. Just because it's so similar. Like, is it a rondoudou or a grondoudou? I don't know if you could tell them apart. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it a little bit lower because, like, you did the same thing twice. I'm not gonna give you full mark. This one is really hype, but I mean, it gives it the sense of family. I just think it's a bit close. Zubat is actually really, really hype. It's Nosferati, so petit is like small, but Nosferatu, that's Dracula. That's like the vampire that inspired Dracula. It's like, oh, you can call vampire. So here you have a sense of size as well. So like petit is like small, and alto is like when you do the sounds, and it has sound based abilities. I think these two, and probably the other one, the other. So I do want a Nosferatu bat on my team. I know, I know Zubat's not that good, but I would still want a Nosferatu bat on my team. And I'd be curious to know what the evolution, the Crobat version is, but I imagine it's Nosferatu something, Nosfera something, maybe with crow. Crow, that's still a word in French. Mistel, so that's oddish. Mystery and herb. I like it. I I do. Sounds good. I think it sounds good. Um, Gloom Orchid. So ortie, I think it's a flower. I don't know. There's something about it. I just don't get it. I don't really. I think they went with something to do with a flower. Like ortie, I think it's a flower, but I still really don't get it. Same with Valplume. Rafflesia? Rafflesia? I don't know. I don't know what they were going for here. I think it's probably like flower thing. I just don't get those. I think or T, probablement, there's amnesia in it, but the raffle part is what's, you know, anyways, Parasec is the same. Uh, that's why we have this rank. I think same as English/Japanese is like, it's pretty good. Um, like, it's better if it sounds good or better in French, it's totally hype, or this is okay, this is decent translation, this is could have been better, failure. I'm really sorry. Venonat is Mimitos, so mimic, sort of. Thus, I I really don't get that one. Like Arrow is flying in mid, like it's like so this is the flying butterfly, right? This is this flying butterfly. I just feel like we lost on the Venom thing, Like they could have done Venomit and Veno. I don't know what that's supposed to be, I feel like we lost on the Venom part, and I really like the Venom part, so I'm a bit disappointed they didn't keep the Venom part. And now we have Topica. So like that's similar to Marteau Picard. It's like a jackhammer, and that one's really good. I would rank it as A. Sounds good. It's cool. The reference good. And then you have Trio Picard. Now you will notice there's a bit of a difference between the two. It's how it's spelled. So if it was all Q-U here and Q-U there, I would put them both as A. If it was both K, I think I would put it as S tier. But because they're both different, as I'm sorry, you just didn't do your job right. So you go right in the epic fail. And you as well. Because I'm sorry, but like, you should spell both of these the same way, you know? Just doesn't make sense to spell them differently. Like, K or QU would have worked, and to me, they would have been either sounds good or hype, but no. Okay. Meows. So meow, it's meow in English. I think meows sounds good. It's a good one. I put it in A, and then meow, and then Persian is the same as the English, uh, which is like Persian cat, yes, I guess. Psyduck, Psycho Quack. I do like that one. You have the psych, you have the quack. That's like the sound the duck makes in French. So I think this one's pretty hype. I like the quack. Like quack in English is like a doctor, so it does appeal to my English ability. And this one is aqua quack. Um, I think it's really cool with all the K's and all the W's. I think it looks really cool. And but that thing I don't know. Does it gain water? I think they're both water dogs. But I think it's different enough and they feel in the same quack family, And I really like it. Actually, I really, really do. I would totally hype to get a aqua quack. Like I was totally hyped to get a gold duck. Honestly, like I thought that was cool. Like, but I don't know what about this guy screams gold. Like this one that's yellow seems more gold. But I guess because of the duck, I don't know. This one I don't really get the English. Especially like I don't know. Okay, so monkey is feral singe. So singe is monkey, and feral is like um angry monkey. You know, feroz. It's like, and this is a colossal monkey. I think these ones sound good. I'm not gonna rank them higher. I think they're really good, but I don't know. To me, like it's just they just left the monkey. You know, I don't know. Maybe they could have done something a bit more with it. You know, I don't know. Growlite is Canius, so canine is dog, and us, so like dog with a bone. And this is basically the same as the English, so they have the canine in both of them, which is good. So I'm actually gonna rate this one as same as the English because it's basically the same. There's like one letter, but we all get as the same. Um, and these ones we can put aside. And this one is canine bone. Um, I think it sounds good. Good name. Uh, would I be? I've catch it for the name alone. I don't think so. But it's still a good name. And now we have sitar. So small. Tetar is like the little frog thing. You know, little frog children. You know. I forget my words. Tetar en anglais. Let's do it. Tadpole. So it's literally a small tadpole. And um, then this one, tête tarte. So they still try to go with tête. And I don't get why this one is Ed. So they kind of tried to do Ed, and this is like a pie. They tried to do the same one, and this is tartar. So like a tartar. Like this is raw, and this is they're not. I don't know. They're not food related in my head. I don't know. So Tita, I think it's good. It sounds good. I think they all sound good. I'm feeling a bit underwhelmed by the, pie pie tart debacle, but I don't think it's the worst. I think it sounds good. They all sound like a derivative of Tita. Abracadabra, Alakazam are the same. Um, so we can do a bunch here. Abracadabra. Alakazam here. We have Awakened Alakazam. Matchup Mashuk. So Chuck, like shocking someone, sort of. Machoke. Macho Par. So Macho. They kept the Macho. I don't really like the Par. Well, Shopar. Maybe they tried something, because Shopee is like catching someone. I think it's decent. This one is very similar to the English. So we'll rank it as same. This one will rank it as. I think it sounds good. This is basically the same. This is sounds good. I think this one sounds good as well. Actually, let's just. I mean, it's not exactly the same, and it sounds good. Machuk, Meshuk, no, Makok, Makonyar. Oh, I like that one. Like it's Eder, Mac. Etter. I, you know me, I really like Scottish names. That sounds just like a Scottish name. Um, so actually I do want I don't know, like this really sounds very Scottish. It's like MacDonald or something. This is MacCagnar. I don't know. I really like it for some reason. I don't know why. So Shetty flower, Shetty flower. So Sheriff is like uh, tiny, like wimp, kind of, brittle, and flower. And this is also flower and boosty. I don't really get it. This is MP, so maybe Emperor. Boosty I don't really get. Sheriff I do get. Uh, maybe this is like eating, like boostify. Oh yeah, that's eating. Okay, so this one's good. This one's good. Okay, they're all really good. So this one are my favorite. This one I also like all of them. Okay, so I sort of like all of them. I think this one's uh the one I would most want on my team. The wimpy flower. And the other two will put it sounds good. Uh I do like the Emperor here, and I do kind of get it here. Actually, this one I think is okay. I, I just don't like Boosty Flow. I think it doesn't sound good. This one sounds good. This one's kind of hype actually. Let's go with it. Tentacruel is the same. Um, so you easy to rate. Um, throw those here. Throw those here as well. Throw these here. Okay. Rakayu. This one is really cool. This one is really cool. So Rakai is like hoodlum, sort of. This is a bad boy rock. And Caillou means like little pebble. And I really like that. This is Gravelanche. So gravel, again. Gravel in French. And avalanche is like uh, snow avalanche. You know what it is. This is Grolem. Uh, I, they could have kept Golem. I think that R ruins it for me. This is I'm disappointed that it changed it. I think Golem is a French word. This one I see where they were going for, but uh, gravel and avalanche. I mean, Gravalanche. Avalanche. It sounds good actually. Whoops. Did I put the wrong guy? Where's the little guy? Oh, this one's I. Sorry. I forget. Oh wait, Bonita. Bonita's the same. Galopa. Galope is the horse. You know, the horse stride is a gallo. You know, I think it's cool. Bonita is the same. And Gallop is like going faster. I think it's fine. It sounds good. Ponyta is the same for sure. This one we'll put in sounds good. And this one is same as English. I'm just putting them in order of where I got them. I'm not thinking too much about it. Slowpoke, Slowbro, Ramolos. What? So that's like Ramoli, that's like soft. But the thing that's bothering me about it is like I think they wanted to go with soft bones. thing that's bothering me is that Malas is also dog. So that's like an extra. I think I understand, but I just think like having the like soft bone, it sounds good, but it's like it's not a dog. Do they want to imply this is some sort of dog? I don't know. Flagados? What? Okay, so this one I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like I don't know why they went with us. You know? I don't know. Like it sort of sounds stuff. Anyways, we'll just keep going. A magnemite is magneti, magneton, so this is the same. Magnety, magnety, I like actually. This one is sounds good. This is the same as the English. I mean, they put an accent, but you know, you can't fool me. This is lol. What? Canard tichot. Like artichoke? That's a leek. I'm sorry. I get the canard part. It looks like a duck, you know, but that's a leek. That's. I'm sorry. I, I won't say epic fail. I just don't get why they went with that. You know, am I disappointed or this is well? I'm disappointed actually. Um, maybe I should have swapped those two. Right. I don't really know if it's worse being disappointed or not getting what they were saying, what they were going for. I think it's probably worse. I get what they were going for. This one yeah, this one as well, I sort of get what they were going for. I, yeah, this one I'm gonna put in disappointed as well. I think I get what they were going for, but I do understand. So these are the same. Um, so we'll put as same, same, and same. And this is the already rated. Well, seal is Otaria, so Otari. And Otari is a seal. Another way to say Otari is fuck, but I think they don't use it in. I'm not sure they do use it in French. Like seal. Yeah, so for the YouTubes, this is a legit translation. It's not a swear. Any what? No. That's not what I want. It's the animal. I just want to see. Yeah, that's the first one they give you is. It's fuck. Yeah, it sounds like fuck. F-O-K. Fuck. Yeah. But other yeah, this is. I mean, I guess. This one's good, and this is lamentin. So lamenting, it's like being sad. Yeah. Actually, this one's pretty hype. This one I sort of get why I didn't deal with fuck. you know, um, it's sort of cute. Maybe they will go with that for a future one. This one, I think it sounds good. And this one, I've to have a very sad seal on my team. It sounds so. This one is due. It's like, but here it's like it's crying. Grimer is really cool. Tan Malv is like a pile of snot, and this is Grotan Malv, so a big pile of snot. I think these two are really, really, really good. These are kind of hype. This is I've translation, guys. And we'll put these two here. We're almost done, I think. Shelter, coquillas. Oh, that sounds like coquillage. Yeah, it's like a seashell. Oh, I really like that one. This goes S tier, no questions asked. I think the pun is really good. Crustabri, so crustacé is like a shellfish, and abri is like shelter, shellfish and shelter. I really like that one. I think they really went all out and it paid off. So yeah. Ghastly is phantominous, so small ghost. Hunter is spectrum, so specter and spectrum, and like that seems like he's real. He's some kind of like I'm on the spectrum, you know. It's like he doesn't want to tell you where he falls on the autistic spectrum, right? I don't know. I think this one is it sounds good. The specter pun, uh, phantominous and spectrum. Phantominous, I'm a bit underwhelmed. I'll put an okay. This is okay. I think Spectrum sounds really good. Sounds good, but the fun is a bit a weird choice, you know? That makes sense. Ectoplasma. Oh, actually, I really like that. Ectoplasm. Ecto. Yeah, actually, I'm putting you up here. Ectoplasm and ectoplasm in French means also ghost. I don't know if I imagine it's the same in English. So this is the same. Um, this is the same. Um, this is drowsy, soporific, so like sleeping. So this is like something you take to sleep. And hypnomad, and nomad is like someone who moves around a lot. I really like those. This one's really I would love to catch him. This one I think it sounds good, and it's like gives him a sort of um wandering salesman vibe. So actually, I would love to have a wandering salesman. Like psychic. It really reflects the like nature of like those psychic type of guys. They used to travel around tents and read your fortune. Krabby's the same, and this is Krabus. So, bus crab, That's the same in English. I really like Krabus. Is it better than Kingler? No, but it sounds good. It's really good. So this one is the same, and this one we're gonna say it sounds good. Um, we're judging it off vibes, really. Okay, and these two, yeah, some of them maybe will like. Okay, electrode, Voltor, Volton. So, or in French just takes an E. Electrode is the same, just the accent. So these are virtually the same. So that goes fast. Execute. No I no F. What? That doesn't no no nor nef nor nef no da coco. That sounds better. Noad coco. Okay. I really don't get those two. Um, I think this one doesn't sound good, and you don't get it. I think this sounds a little bit better, but I still don't get it. I sort of get what they were going for, like Coco, but what's the Noad? I really don't get the Noad bit. Noah, Noad Coco. Oh, Noad Coco. Okay. Okay, so this one I think I keep and fail. This one actually is really good. It just took me a while to get it. It's coconut. So this one is Nuat Coco. Yeah, it's coconut. And it's a palm tree. It has coconuts. Yeah. With coconuts. Actually, that one's really sounds good, really good. I'm giving it an ass. I moved. So usle, so that's like a small bone, and usatsur is like you know your like the inside bones, like you know. I think they sound good. They do a good job. I'm gonna put an A. They sound good. Um. Okay. And is this Kickley? And Ty Tygun. So I like they kept the reference to Bruce Lee, and they went with Kick instead of Itman or something. It Pokemon Lee. This is Kickley. I think it sounds good. Uh, I think 100% if I arrive in like um the dojo and they tell me, do you pick between Kickley and Tagnon? I'm 100% picking Kickley. Because this one doesn't have the reference to Jack Channon anymore. It doesn't feel like they're from the same family either. So if they went with Bunchan or, you know, um, I, I don't know. It doesn't feel like they're in the same family. So, they might have thought of some way. I'm sorry, but this one, uh, I'm giving it a fail just because it doesn't seem like it's in the same family at all. Lickitung excellent, so excellent tongue. It's a bit, it's you know, it's pretty fair. Excellent, like excellent tongue. Coughing Smogo. Smogogo. Oh, I like those. I like Smogo and Smogogo. Don't think you need me to explain what Smogo and Smogogo are. They're really, really don't you want to go catch a Smogogo? Let's go catch a Smogogo, It rolls up the tongue, it's fantastic. Rhinehorn, Rhinocécorn. So Rhinoceros is rhino, and corn is horn. So it's literally the same. Rhinoceros. Oh, it's like rhinoceros, but angy. Okay, I like this one. Sounds good. This one is hype. I think this one sounds good. It's not exactly the same as the English. It's sort of similar. It's like a straight translation. I think it still sounds good. And this one is totally hype. I think the pun rhinoceros, rhinoceros is really good. Chancy Le Levenant. Okay, this one I don't get at all. What the? It's. Is it a neck pick fail or do I just not get it? I might just not get it. Tangela, squat, sac de nerve. Oh, this is a bag of nuts. Okay, that one's really funny. Okay, that one I'd be hyped to have one to have it on my team. Okay, this is Kangaskhan, Kangoo Rex, so kangaroo. and Rex is like king. I like it. Kangarex. Kangarex. Ah, it's like a T-Rex, like a dinosaur. I'm pretty hyped about it. So hippotramp. Like hippo is like hypothermia. Hypothermia, like it's water, it's cold. Trempe, like you dip it in something. Trempe, like just like dip it in the water. And this one is ocean with the sea. I think they're okay. They sound good. Uh, I'm not mad at it, you know. So yeah, sounds good. Um, so these are spares. Goldine Poissirin. I'll siren and pois is for fish. Poisson roi, so kingfish. I do like those. I think it's kind of funny that uh, like it sounds like pois, like bad luck, you know. Well, that pois is like having bad luck. I'm like it's like the bad luck fish. I think a koi is supposed to be a really lucky fish, but whatever. I think it's kind of funny. They went with something. Starry, Staros. What? That's what? I'm disappointed. So I don't know. Like, if they had kept the English names, I would have given them a pass. Might be the Japanese name. I'm not sure, but I think Staryu sounds more like Japanese. You know, because in French, étoile de mer, étoile, star. Why? Why did he keep? Did you? I don't know. I'm just very disappointed. I don't think it's an epic fail because it sounds cool. It sounds like Pokemon name. Mr. Mime is the same. Monsieur Mime. Uh, so Mr. Mime, you can go in the same so category. Then we have un sécateur. So sécateur is like a site. It's like one of those big things that you use to cut branch. And it gives the same vibe as the site. It's like more like a thing to trim down branches. And insect. I think actually I still really like cider. So you gotta follow your heart sometimes. Jinx, lipotutu, lipo, lipo, liputu. I don't like it. So what's bothering me is lip. That's just an English word, you know? Like you could have done something with lèvres and potu. Like it looks like a teddy bear, Tutu is sort of teddy bear. Ah, do I put it in disappointed or you kind of I don't know. You give this on my desk. I'm like, I'm sorry you lost your job today. Um, Electech. Electech sounds cool. No, Electech. It even sounds good in English. I'd be pretty hyped to have one on my team. Magmar is the same. So same. You go here. A couple of spare guys. We don't have a lot to go still, I think. Uh, we can see the end. It's 151, right? Uh, yeah, we'll just take a bit of these off. Uh, okay, the regional. Oh, why are the birds here? Like in the middle of everything. We're almost done. We have just these. Scarab brut. Scarab. Brut is like a muscly kind of guy. Uh, macho. Like a. I don't know, it's like one of those like muscly henchman type of guy. Tauros is the same. Magikarp is the same. Uh, just different spelling. And I could have kept the K, I think, but whatever. This one, I think it sounds good. This, what was it? Scarabrit. It sounds good. Um, this one is the same. This one is the same. Leviathan for Gyarados, and this one is levitating, and um, Atal is like gator, sort of. Alligator. I mean, it sort of works. More of a dragon than uh, crocodile, but oh, I like this one. Luckless, like Loch Ness. Oh, I really like this one. So Leviatar, I think it sounds good, and I do want a Loch Ness on my team. This one sounds good, and this one I definitely would want one on my team. Ditto Metamorph. I'm a bit disappointed. Ditto. So I'll tell you why I'm disappointed. This is so Ditto means the same, but there's a so Edom. That's like um the same as what just mentioned. They could have gone with Edom, maybe H. I don't know, but they could have gone something Edom, Ditto, like what does it say if I try to do French? Yeah, see, Ditto is Edom, literally. Um, so I don't know. They could have gone with Edom. I do understand the metamorph thing. I'm just a bit disappointed. I'm just a bit underwhelmed. Eevee Evoli, so evolution, evolution, you know. This one sounds good. Evoli is good. Aquali. Oh, Voltali, Piroli. Oh, okay, so Volt, no. Electric, Aqua, Water, Pyro. We all know this. I do like Piroli the best of all of these. But they're all really good. They all sound really good. For me, I think based on the name, I think it would be have to be the fire one. Like, just because it sounds like Pirulin. It's like a chocolate wrap uh, wafer with chocolate inside, you know. Porygon. Porygon is the same. Doesn't really surprise me when it's the same sometimes. Polygon is a French word. Ammonite, Ammonite, Omastar, Ammonistar. So I think it's like just a straight transition. So I'm gonna go with is it the same? I think it sounds good. I think it's like we give them points for Even if it's a straight translation, you choose sounding good. Kabuto, Kabutops is the same. Ptera. Oh! Pterodactyl. In French is the... yeah, I think it's the same in English. Pterodactyl. The Ptera is like shortened version. I do like it. I do like those. These were the same. We just have to move it, move it here. Alright. And this one, I think it sounds good. Like a nickname for a pterodactyl. This one is Ipe. So Ronflex. Well, so there's the Ronf. This is snore. And flex is like flexible. It sort of echoes the relax, you know? I think it's cool. I think it sounds cool. I think it sounds good. Could it have been better? I'm not sure. I think it's really decent translation. Articuno? Articudin? Oh, I do like that. Oh, they didn't land it with Moltres, but this is Odin, this is Thor, and this is not uh this is not a god, you know. But I do like it. Oh, I do like those a lot. This one is really good. It sounds good. I don't have any notes on the Sulfura, but honestly, having Odin or Thor on my team is more hype to me than generic Sulfur bird. You know, I think the design of Moltres, out of the three, I think Moltres and Articuno are my favorite. But based on their name, I would be more tempted towards Articuno Zapdos. So Midru Draco, and Dracolos. I mean, they're all in the same family. They're all dragons. This is the small, and this is the big one. We've seen something similar before. You know, or you can have Draco Malfoy on your team, I guess. I think these are decent. They sound good. So we'll put them in A here all together. I don't think anyone like surpassed expectation. You know, Mewtwo and Mew are the same. And yeah, that's it for Gen 1. Next time we'll do Gen 2. And we'll see. Well, before that, before we do Gen 2, I will play through Fire Red. So we'll see you with that. Please like and subscribe for part 2. We'll continue rating the translation.